Hi folks, Paul here. This evening I'm going to be smoking the EP Carillo, the Essence. This is the Maduro. I did this matcha earlier today and it was fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to this. Just finished dinner and so I got some food. Today I'll be pairing, I've got some coffee, and I've got a little bit of Black Bush left over. It's the end of the bottle, so that'll be nice to pair it with. I'm having to edit on my phone, so that's kind of new to me, so I'm going to try to make these videos a little bit shorter, make it easier on myself, kind of just get to the point. So, I'm going to get the footband off and get rocking and rolling here. Off nicely. Yeah, I'm going to do a V-cut on this one again, like I did the last one, for the Sumatra. Think that'll work. Not getting a lot on the cold draw. It's kind of the typical little bit of there's just a little bit of the hay flavor. Something else in there. Some kind of dark roasting kind of flavor. Different from the other one. So this one, this was released in, or the Essence line was actually released in June of 2024, so not too long ago. For this one, the wrapper is a Mexican San Andres. The binder is Honduran, and the filler is Nicaraguan, so quite a bit different than the Sumatra. These cigars are made in the Dominican Republic at the Casa Carillo factory. And it looks like for 2025, they're going to start expanding the line with some new blends and vitolas. So that'll be interesting. If it's anything like the Sumatra, that should be really good. All right. Oh, I forgot to fill my lighter. See if I got anything left here. Try to keep it level and get this going and then fill it when I take a break. Or I should say when I cut the video. So yeah, like the Sumatra is a good draw, good smoke output. Yeah, very different. There's not a lot of spice at the get-go, at least not yet. Just started it. But I'm getting that roasted coffee flavor already. I think I'm also getting cedar. So a little bit of spice. Mmm, that's good. Yeah, much darker, more earthy. Very good. I'm going to work on this first third here, and I'll check back in. Yummy. That's good. All right, let's be back in a little bit. Thanks. All right, I'm back. I'm into the second third. Maybe a little more. I was really hoping that burn would even out, but it's not. I'm going to touch it up here. Refilled my lighter. This is a good cigar. This is very good flavors. The burn's the only thing that's been negative about it right now. I think that's enough. I feel like I'm burning away a part of the cigar. All right. Very nice smoke texture. Very good flavors. So my notes here, we've got basically not a lot. I mean, there's some other flavors in there, and like the Sumatra, I can't quite place what they are, but mainly I've got coffee, cacao. It's a hint of sweetness. It's got a long finish, and it's a really pleasant finish. Very nice. Boy, I'm getting quite a good cross breeze tonight. So I'd say it's a medium bodied, but full flavor. There's a lot going on. Mm. Got some cedar notes on the retro. So good. This is a good cigar. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not sure what all vitolas this comes in. Um, when I have a good cigar, sometimes I like to see what it'd be like in a bigger vitola. I'll go as much as a 660. I've had different phases in and out where I smoke a lot of 660s. But right now I'm doing mostly Toros, unless there's particular cigars in a certain vitola that I want to try because I've heard certain things about it or good things about it. So then I might skew off that vitola. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, definitely getting into the second, third. Man, that's good. I don't have anything bad to say about it as far as the flavors. I mean, I'm not getting anything off-putting except mainly that coffee and cacao with a hint of sweetness and that cedar on the retro. Pretty consistent. Very nice. So I'd like to name other flavors here, keep it interesting, but that's the main thing I'm getting. Just the right amount of cedar. And then that sweetness is right on the finish. So you start with that heavy coffee and cacao, retro with the cedar, and the sweetness on the long finish. Nice. All right. I'm going to keep working my way through the rest of this second third, and I'll check back in. Thanks. All right, folks, I'm back. Getting down to the band there. So I'm going to call that the second third, final third. I'll get this band off. So it's fairly even after I touched it up. It's been doing okay. A little bit of a high spot there. I'm actually going to touch that up so it doesn't take off on me. A little touch up. Oh, I'm enjoying the cigar. It's really good. So for most of the second third, it stayed pretty much the same. We got that coffee, that roasted coffee, and cacao, cedar on the retro, and a sweet finish. And now it's changing just a little bit. Haven't quite figured out what that flavor is yet. So good. Again, that cedar is there. It's a perfect amount. It's not so sharp that it stings your sinuses. There's a hint of spice in there. I think a little bit more than before, but just very, it's not bad at all. Still get that coffee, still that sweetness on the finish. It's been a very consistent cigar. So for me, it's got a lot of body, like I said before, um, mainly from that coffee and cacao, almost a coffee bean espresso in that range. Um, what else? I forgot what else I was going to say. Very good. And like I mentioned before, I'm pairing it with Blackbush. It's got sweet and spicy. Man, very good pairing. I haven't even touched my coffee yet. So good. So like I mentioned in my previous video, sometimes in these cigars you get a little blemish or something like that, it kind of takes off right in that spot, like burns faster. I'm not sure what that is. I don't usually get them this far down though. It's usually towards in the first third. A lot of times it'll even itself out. This cigar has not been the greatest at staying even, but that's about the only fault I can find in it now. But beautiful wrapper. I don't know if it'll focus there or not. Nice, dark, very smooth, few veins. But all right, I'm gonna finish this off and I'll check back in. Thanks. All right, folks, I'm back. Getting down the very end here. Definitely a nub-worthy cigar. Had to touch it up a couple times, but now it's just been burning nice and even towards the end here. I'm gonna go ahead and ash it. There we go. So I have to say, this has been a very consistent cigar. My notes here, basically the same thing. Coffee, cacao, cedar on the retro. Um, and then there are some floral notes in there. Just one time that I picked that up. And then I also picked up a little bit of a fruit flavor. And it was kind of fleeting before I got a chance to figure out what kind of fruit. It wasn't like apple or pear or citrus necessarily, but couldn't quite put my finger on it. But it was just one draw that was like that. It was very nice. It's been very interesting. A lot of character to it. A lot of different flavor in and out. Excellent cigar. Very good. On the finish, I still get a little bit of sweetness, not quite as much as before, and I get more of that coffee bean espresso on the long finish. Take another sip here. I think that fruitiness and floral note I get is after I take a sip of the black bush. Kind of brings it out a little bit. Damn, very good cigar. I think I'm picking up just a little bit of woodiness here, but it's a pleasant, almost like an oak kind of wood. Still a perfect amount of cedar on that retro. So I think I like this even better than the Sumatra. The Sumatra blend is really good, but this is just a little better. So definitely box worthy. Again, for me, I'm looking for sales on it. Take at least a 5 pack, if not a 10 pack. If I happen to see a box of these on for a good price, I wouldn't pass that up. I didn't look, but I venture the price is probably the same around the $9 or $10 range online. Trying to think where I picked this one up. I think I bought this from B&M, or I know I did, but I can't remember what I paid for it. I'm sure it was more than the online price, but maybe not by much. So getting a little hot, but that's just because I can't stop smoking it. Such pleasant flavors. I guess I should try some coffee here. I haven't tried that yet. Oh yeah, perfect with a cup of coffee. So normally I wouldn't smoke or drink something that's kind of spicy. There's a cedar note here. Sometimes the cedar and the spice doesn't mix that well, but this blackbush is just like perfect for it. Well, I'm gonna finish this off. Got a few puffs left here. I'll keep going as long as I can. But that's all I've got. It's the EP Carillo, the was it the Essence? This is the Maduro blend, the Toro. Thanks for watching. See you next time.